So upon first getting here, one of the first things I was kind of exposed to that they didn't have in Goa was, I guess, sadhus, I think they're called, the guys on the side of the road who are supposedly just kind of aesthetics. They abstain from everything. It's a life choice. They're not equivalent to like homeless people in America, even though they seem very similar. You know, they sleep on the side of the road and they ask you for money. I was told by somebody to experience them, to give them a shot, you know, because some are like masters, you know, masters without a following, and then others are like, you know, kind of like con men, like hustle guys. So my first one that I came in contact with that I felt like giving an honest chance to was an interesting experience, because he told me that he could take me to the Beatles ashram where the Beatles used to study with the Maharishi, and we you know, we went on a journey. This guy was just like, spoke very little English, but he knew the Beatles ashram like the back of his hand, you know. So he took us in there and was just giving me this grade A tour, and I'm thinking, you know, like I might have met, you know, like a friend, you know, like I might have met somebody who's gonna, you know, possibly share things in culture with me, you know. And like this guy, he's not gonna want much, you know. I'd already gave him 100 rupees just for nothing, you know, just for stopping by and things like that. So the guy, you know, shows us around, and he's moving really fast, and he stops for a little while, and he, you know, smokes his stuff, and which is, you know, is all part of his you know, which is all a part of his ritual. You know, once it was all kind of over, it was kind of like really bittersweet, because, you know, I was really thankful this guy was sharing and opening up, but then he just asked for 1,000 rupees, 1,000, which is way out of line, you know. It's like I ended up giving it to him just be off the strength of like, if it cost me 1,000 rupees just to realize that I can't really trust those guys like I thought I could, then it wasn't really too much, you know, of a lesson learned. But that was just kind of where that one. It's not really about the money, but it was just kind of disappointing that at the end, you know, the guy really had kind of like a hustle mindset. So here it's like where quality of life again is you know, structured around, you know, the dollar. You know, people need it just as much. So it's you can't blame people for wanting to make $1. But in the pursuit of yoga, does it get a little conflicting? Does it get a little bit hard to weed through and find exactly who and what to listen to, or who and where to go? Definitely, because sometimes you're going to go to a place and they seem so genuine. Like the sadhu, for instance, who seemed just like such a genuine guy. Like he's not going to need much. He's on the side of the road, and at the end just hustles you like hard, you know, like super hard. And the same thing kind of be with some of the yoga instructors, you know, here. You know, you go in and you're expecting somebody who spent their whole life, you know, pursuing a deeper part of themselves, a deeper path. Sometimes it just stops at the dollar, and that's just kind of really disappointing. It's been kind of the hard part here.